This is an imposed war on all sides right now. The civilians are paying the price.
Exactly 1 year since the Hamas attack on Israel, October 7th last year, Canadians across the country are commemorating the day, paying tribute to thousands of people killed amid the war and the families still caught in affected regions in the Middle East. I sat down with Zobair Deen Monday morning, a Winnipegger from Afghanistan who fled the country's civil war at 16. After settling in Canada, he returned to the Middle East as a NATO strategic advisor and researcher in the area of countering violent extremism. With many personal ties to all the regions affected by this conflict, he shares what he's hearing from his friends on the ground and his hopes for the future.
There's a situation of fear right now, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. Some individuals are trying to get out of the countries that are affected or will be affected in the coming months if this violence is not controlled.
Deen says one of his immediate worries is the barrage of airstrikes in the regions and the impact they'll have on future escalations.
Each bomb that's dropped there, this will fuel up the extremism, the violent extremism in the area, in the region, and globally. G7 countries were very, very active in deciding what's going to happen in terms of peace, war negotiations around the world, but right now we don't have a strong representation. There's an absence of the international community's involvement right now to encourage people to come to negotiating tables.
Deen says above all, his thoughts are with families who, in many ways, were just like his own when they were forced to leave their home behind.
Eventually, these kids will grow up with scars of war. Down the road, we'd be dealing with mental health. We'd be dealing with these kids that would be become adults with anxiety, with pain, with fear, with suffering. So essentially, they would be the carriers of the generational cycles of trauma in their families.
With Canadian Thanksgiving also quickly approaching, Deen says he's reflecting on what he could do to bring people together during this difficult time.
How about if we invite someone strange that we thought very differently about around our dinner table? How about if we feed them first? How about if we hear their side of the story? How can we love them? Love essentially would win.
In Winnipeg, Joanne Roberts, City News.